Hi, welcome to Fertility Talks. I'm Mary Wong, founder of Alive Holistic Health Clinic, author of Pathways to Pregnancy, and your fertility coach. Today I have the honor of having Dr. Robert Kiltz here, all the way from, well, actually,
Syracuse.
Yeah, many places.
Oh, yes. I'm from Los Angeles, but came up from Syracuse. That's where I live and work, in the Syracuse area, upstate New York.
Okay, and he's a fertility doc. So, we all love to hear what docs have to say. And so I'm excited to have him speak because I just listened to him 2 times, yesterday and today. We're at the Canadian Fertility and Andrology Society. And, well, I'll let you talk about it.
Well, I'm just really grateful, Mary, that I'm here sharing, learning, talking to so many people. And the Canadian Fertility Society is just a great group of people, over 60 years, and it just continues to bring amazing people together, learning each day. We've been talking about integrating Eastern and Western medicine and how we can learn to sort of calm the mind and the body in order to assist us in either getting pregnant naturally or maybe improving with fertility treatment Western.
Right, and so really the gist of it is this is your fertility journey, so you get to choose, right? We're just part of your journey, and so whether you choose Eastern or Western or collaboratively, hopefully, right, then this will serve you in your greater purpose of creating a family. So let's have you talk more about this.
Well, Western trained doctor that learned about IVF and surgeries and pills and looking at the Western approach, and kind of accidentally fell onto the Eastern approach with acupuncture, massage, yoga, support groups, even food changes. We've been really impressed how it, 1, can help so many people get pregnant naturally, or 2, help them stay in the game, because anxiety, depression, fear, and worry hold us back. And when you can get support from a support coach that has experience in all of this, it's pretty amazing. And I'm really grateful for what you do also.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, again, it does take a village, and that was actually the theme of this year's conference. And, although I'm a little disenchanted with the fact that not many of our community is part of this Canadian Fertility Andrology Society, because it's mostly comprised of the fertility centers across Canada and not much in the way of the holistic group.
And as more the holistic group begins to at least listen and learn from the Western side, and the Western side will then begin to listen and learn to the Eastern side, will, I think, begin to support both sides much better, because both have value. And again, I always say traditional medicine is really the thousands and thousands and thousands of years of acupuncture, massage, herbs, and all sorts of other treatments that are very powerful, that I think fit nicely into the Western world for sure. But I think I met a couple of psychotherapists, psychologists, nutritionists, and so I think they're there. Maybe if they just kind of start coming and hanging around together, the conversation will happen a little bit better.
Absolutely. And here's our goal, is to also have you drive the conversation, right? You demand it. You disclose to your doctors that, hey, this is what I'm up to, because guess what? When we're transparent, then we'll also be, you're going to get better care, and they're going to get to know what's happening and what is affecting what, right?
Absolutely. And, most of fertility is we don't know what the problem is. We don't know what the cause is. Okay, you might have lower egg reserve or bad sperm or bad tubes or endometriosis. We go down the list. But ultimately, we don't know the cause of these things. That's how we generally treat it, although I have my own opinions.
And I do as well.
Yes, and so it really is important that you begin to explore the opposites in this. And it was just really fortuitous, and I just met with Melanie Mitchell, who's a nurse that really helps in supporting, and it's YourIVFNurse.com, which I think is, really the more and more people need coaches and cheerleaders, and those that have been in this field to guide them and direct them, because you just want to run or never show up in the first place, which is really, really difficult for so many people.
I love that you brought her name up, because as another counselor just said, she's like, oh, you're kind of like a doula for fertility. We know about doulas for at delivery or postpartum, but hey, how about for your fertility journey? So really, that's what she is.
And we know that for general Western medicine, more and more they're healthcare proxy, someone that can also be part of your advocate, because when you're going through this and your brain doesn't register it quite as well. And we know our brains really have a lot of challenges with anxiety and fear and worry and all these sort of things. So it really is important that you step back, because there's a tendency to want to move forward quickly. And I always say you need to step back in the process. Pause.
Breathe.
Well, that's so.
Yes.
Breathing, and I know that in a lot of traditional Chinese medicine, it really has to do with breathing. And when you breathe, you actually allow the blood flow to improve, because oxygenation to the cells is improved. Mitochondria need oxygen in order to keep the energy. And my bet is that the cells that are supporting the eggs or the sperm are depleted in oxygen, and that's one of the biggest issues.
Yes, and I love that you're mentioning this, because the whole premise of Chinese medicine and acupuncture and blood flow, we use this word, this terminology called qi. Qi, when we translate it literally, it means air. But what's air? Oxygen. So really, that's what we're talking about. It's the exact same conversation.
Yes, it was amazing. And we were watching one of the talks. Dr. Hillebrand, I think, gave the talk today about treating many endangered species with IVF and other fertility treatments, but showing how an elephant delivers its baby, but then has to kick it around and lift it up and drop it a little bit to sort of get it to breathe. And sometimes we all just need to be kicked around a little bit in a very gentle way. And this is maybe where acupuncture, massage, to get the blood flowing and our breathing better.
Yeah, you know what? I love it that you brought this example up, because maybe you didn't catch it. So what this doctor said, just geneticist, I guess, is his background, and he said that this elephant, this mom, when she kicks this little baby around to get breathing, the one thing she also does is she uses her trunk and she does acupressure on this point.
Yes,
which is an acupressure point to create breath. Hello.
It's all about
in nature.
So it's about breathing, and the more we can sit and breathe and meditate and imagine in our brain the things that you desire are exactly what you desire or better. And the more we do that, the brain sends out the positive energy to those cells, allows the blood flow to increase. It reduces cortisol and epinephrine, which shuts off the ovarian testicular blood flow, the uterine blood flow, because it's got to go out to the arms and the leg under stressful conditions. So it really is amazing how these things do have a really physiologic explanation that is so critical.
Absolutely. And of course, when you have that negative pregnancy test, where are you at, right? You're in that fight or flight mode. So you're compressed energetically. So breathing, open up, but simultaneously allow yourself to grieve with whatever loss you're feeling in that moment.
Absolutely. And I think that fear, the loss, the anxiety, it's debilitating. And so that's where the fertility doula comes in, the support team, acupuncturist, massage therapist, a nurse with experience, or friends or family members who are there that you know can be there for you. And always remember, journaling or listening to something positive and uplifting is really important.
What's your number one book for if you were going to give them
my favorite book in life is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho.
I love that book.
And amazing. The Shack taught me a lot, by William P. Young. And there's so many I've enjoyed. And then Don Miguel Ruiz, The Four Agreements and the Mastery of Love.
Right.
Those are the things that they're my go-tos. I do a lot of philosophy. I do a lot of Islamic, Christian, Judeo, Buddhist, Lao Tse, all the ancient philosophies, Marcus Aurelius. I really go back to look at the philosophers of the world that have shared amazing thoughts to help all of us grow.
The reason why I ask this is because, see, women in the fertility world, they might as well get a PhD because they're always reading, right? And so do you hear the books that he's mentioning? It's not actually on fertility. It's about life. So instead of focusing, narrowing in, zoning in to, all things fertility, can you step back and read these kinds of books? Because it's about life and living in the moment, living right now and appreciating what you have in this moment. Even though you can be in this moment also in pain.
The moment that we get anxious, the turning it around is challenging, because I know, me too, I get anxious and depressed and sad and angry, even though I work on positivity and I know I need to work on it every day. I have books on my phone, audiobooks or Kindle books that or just a few pages of something that will help me take you out of that negative mindset and turn it around, because then that allows, again, blood flow, chi to improve, and all of this.
And I love that tip too. And again, through those kinds of books and passages that are meaningful and positive, versus as soon as you get up in the morning going on Dr. Google and typing out, oh, what's wrong with me, and then you're going to get a gazillion things. You're going to be steered in the wrong direction in this negative vortex, right? So let's not do that, please. No.
There may be some avenues, as I'm seeing people learning from others.
Yes.
The challenge is it's sometimes hard to put them in context with where you're at, but it's part of the journey in some ways. But how do you balance that out with, okay, I want to learn more about this so I can converse better about it and understand or ask the right questions. At the same time, we've left it up to Western medicine, and sometimes maybe we don't have as faith and trust as what Western medicine is, as we're sort of led to believe we should. And I know, as a Western trained physician, some of the things are just, they don't automatically lead you where you want to go, and it's right away, for sure not. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Why it doesn't. That's the $1 million mystery, unfortunately.
And I love how you acknowledge, the limitations, because here's the fact. No offense, because it's actually the medical system. So what do you learn in medical school, right? You learn how to dispense drugs, you learn how to do surgery, do tests, but there's that lack of that full body connection.
Well, we take organ systems and we learn how to treat the problem.
Yeah.
We don't learn how to just connect them all together and take care of the whole being, which is really what this is all about. How do we realize, and one of the things about traditional Chinese medicine, there's a connection to the entire being, and that's the part that's really important.
And that's why I say, we are one medicine as integrative medicine versus, oh, I only do this or I only do that. So if you're in the place of, gosh, I have to choose one or the other, it's like, no, be open, do both, or try one. If that doesn't work, try the other. However your journey will look like, and that will serve you. Anything more to add?
And so the more we serve ourselves with love and dignity and joy, which again, it takes work like anything else, the more we'll become aligned with whatever is going to happen and find joy in that part of life.
Don't you all want to just see him?
But
I know you can't see everybody, but...
Don't give up. Well, I do a Fertile Fireside Chat every Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, CNY Fertility, Facebook and Instagram. And really, it's just about conversing and sharing ideas and learning from you guys also. And the more we do that, we're all part of this journey to learn and live and just kind of come up to a new level.
Absolutely. Love that. Thank you.
Namaste, Mary.
Namaste.
God bless.
So namaste, just so you guys know, it's like from my soul to your soul, my heart to your heart, our hearts to your
We're
hearts.
all honored. We're all honored. God bless.
See you next time.
All right.
Take care. Thank you so much for having
God bless,
us.
Mary.
Oh, look, it doesn't want to stop. They love us so much, we're not stopping. Okay, guys, I'm just going to take this off this thing and stop it.